Oh, yeah, it's that time again. There's no other way to start this show other than the sound of a sweet, sweet, delicious beverage getting cracked open. And the gang's all here at the same time right now, which is amazing.
Woo!
How about that?
Guys, thank you for being here. For those of you watching, thank you for joining us. As always, we'll start with what we're drinking first. I decided to go heavy today, and I grabbed a Thanksgiving cactus. I've been on a Ren kick, but apparently it turns out I had a lot of Ren stuff. So
Good.
That's the stuff right there.
I'm surprised we did not drink all of our Rin stuff on Sunday when we were going crazy, or Saturday when we were going crazy.
Oh, man, I got beer on my screen, cracking that thing open. This is exciting. What are you drinking, Brett?
Well, I already had one open, so I'm finishing it off right now. It is from Ingenious Brewing called Maternal Brain, but it's almost gone, as you see. And I have the heavy hitter on deck for the
there it is.
top beer company.
Yeah.
Madagascar Vanilla Dream Crusher.
Nice.
It's good. I had one of those on Saturday.
You know it's good. It's got the little champagne guy at the top.
Yeah, you need like a corkscrew, like a wine bottle, like a wine opener for that thing. That thing does not come out easy.
Adam Redford.
There's a joke to be made from that, but I can't think.
I am enjoying a little hop chowder from Goldwater. Can't get enough of it. It was on draft at Caps and Corks, so had to make a trip over there. More on that. Enjoying it in the Juicy Brews Tiku, one of my faves.
Hey, Mr. Ledford, is the hop chowder a subtle dig at Yusuf's Boston accent?
Chowder! This is what we call the first place Boston accent, and Yusuf is what we call the silver medal Boston accent.
Hey, you know what? That means I stand right there on a pedestal. I'm fine with that. That is okay. Adam Green, what do you have in your glass?
I had opened up Bourbon County 2015 barley wine, and I poured it, and it does not taste great. So, probably not going to drink the rest of this. Going to have to get a backup beer. The beer's so nice, you pour it twice. Yeah, I guess.
Hey, we've got a few people who joined us, a handful of you. Thank you guys for being here, as always. Mark Chata says greetings from North Carolina. Just finished a hotcakes. It sounds good.
Nice.
Hey, Cynthia. Hola to you. Thank you.
Symphony for friends.
Symphony, yes, as we like to call her, super fan Symphony. And PJ, hey, drinking some Deschutes sour. Nice. Hey, so we had some cool stuff happen today. Brett.
Ghost in the Machine too. Give me that Parish all day.
Bridget's got Ghost in the Machine. Very nice. Brett, you found a really cool opportunity to help out a local business and do a little promo for us. And for everyone who's watching, I will show you guys. That is the billboard today, right?
Yeah, that is heading east on Indian School Road towards 24th Street at the Rebel Lounge, which is one of the local concert venues. It's not far away from where I live, where Wandering Tortoise is, that we all know and love. They were doing some reaching out to people that are supporters of and been to concerts there, where they're trying to support their staff. They had a couple of options, and all the proceeds that they were doing was trying to help their people that are on staff to be able to kind of cover some of their living expenses, because it's not just about food and drink right now. All the arts are essentially shut down as well, and all the people that work at the facilities where the arts are, the bartenders here, the security folks, they're out of work now too. So this opportunity came up, and I thought it'd be fun and cool, and there it is. So
I dig it. And we'll, if one of you guys gets a second to post it in the chat in the comments too, if we can post in the comments, it'd be great. But yeah, there it is. Once again, we do have a billboard up at the Rebel Lounge. So fun supporting a local business. Cool. A little promo. Go take pictures of it and tag us or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it also included just my personal feelings at the moment of just concerts, as somebody who is a big music person, likes to go to a lot of concerts.
For sure.
You should be seeing it on Rebel Lounge's Instagram here in the next day or two as well, as they're cycling through some people that have been paying for support of this.
So it'll be
on the other side was actually a quote from the band The Mountain Goats. It's actually a really cool band, so that's kind of
does anyone else know the band The Mountain Goats?
Anyone?
I was going to look at you, Ledford.
But to be fair, I know about the mountain goats because of Brett. So, Brett.
So
You're welcome. You're now cooler.
Woo!
Adam Ledford, you have some new bike accessories, and
I do indeed.
pretty sweet, and I want to talk about them. But hang on a sec. So for everyone watching, Adam Ledford is a huge bike enthusiast. I think you were biking what, like 30, 40 miles on some weeks? Just more?
Oh, 30, 40 miles on some days, my friend.
Yeah. So all of that sounds like a lot to me. So you brought back this beautiful haul, right?
Right.
But you did it with that.
Hell yes, I did. I had this amazing plan. So Caps and Corks is one of my favorite bottle shops. Shout out to the Hammett clan. But they had the Bottle Logic Cryo in. Stasis Project Level 2 trivia question. What does level 2 mean instead of level 1 for Bottle Logic Stasis Projects? But anyway, they had that beer out there, and I knew I had to get it because they also had hop chowder on draft. And so I said, I'm just going to take my bike because then I can only fit like this much beer in there. But then I forgot I have a ton of room on my fucking bike. And so I can carry a lot of beer. So I spent a lot of money today. So that's that story.
But look at that thing, man. It's slick. It's so slick.
I love it, man. And that, I didn't think I had room for the crowler, but then the bottle rack was able to do that. So bottle cage. Yeah, the bottle rack. I cycle lots.
Just remember, don't cycle with an open container. It's still a Dewey.
True story.
Yeah.
Ty, shout out, man. It was good to meet you too, man. He was part of the breakfast burrito delivery crew.
Oh, yeah.
I have to talk about that. Okay, so you know my fondness for ground control, and you know my fondness for those chicken sandwiches. Ian needed to come down to Tucson for a business transaction, and he said, will you please be a prototype guinea pig tester monkey for me? I'm making Nashville chicken breakfast burritos. And he brought me this thing that was like the size of my head, and it took me 2 meals, and he upped the spice because he knew I was looking for extra hot, and added some hash browns, little eggs, little cheese, little Nashville special sauce, and it was amazing. So I hope that, Ian, if you're listening, I hope you bring that to the menu for sure. You already know my feelings on it, but yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Adam Green, you're struggling with that bottle so much that you had to leave for a second. And was that a drain pour time?
I didn't pour it yet, but it was get a better beer, or in theory, a better beer to drink time.
Well,
He's letting it warm up to feel better about pouring it down the drain.
So now I ran on a 2014 120 IPA.
you are really, hold on a second. You are really ready to get after it tonight.
I'm trying to clear room in the fridge, man, of all the old stuff.
Adam Green, your Friday is my Tuesday.
I just love the idea of like a 2015 barley wine didn't do the trick, so let's open up a 2014 120 minute.
Hey, but the difference is it says it as well right on the bottom of that bottle. I mean, hold that back up, Adam. Hold it back up.
Right.
Like a little closer.
Shake.
Don't
Well.
take so long to do this. Just put the label up front, Adam. That's how TV works. The front of the label.
Ages well.
Use an iPhone.
Pretend it's a Truly bottle.
So turn it upside down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dogfish head.
Stan, if you're watching, send us Dogfish Head 120 minute.
Please. Please and thanks.
Please be better than the barley wine.
Ooh. I want you to know that our viewership dropped by 3 when you couldn't figure out how to show everyone a label.
What was I trying to show him for? You didn't tell me what it was for.
It says ages well, so I'm hoping it aged well.
It's better than the Goose Island, that's for sure.
More North Carolina in the house. What's up, Suzanne?
Hey.
Prince tribute. I didn't know about that. Have to catch that later for sure.
Ooh, Prince
That's
tribute.
nice.
That explains where everybody is.
I think Mr. Green was right on one thing. I am struggling with my hand to get this bottle open. I need to go.
I've been through this, and it's been posted on the beer groups that it's not an easy one to open. You have to earn that beer, Brett Barry.
Oh, it's just a big tease.
We're like pro division up here, JV down here.
It's a struggle bus Tuesday.
Checking for Adam's hangover tomorrow for struggle Wednesday when he's hungover.
Oh, man.
So while we have people watching, I was going to ask for anyone who did attend, tell us if you attended Virtual Beer Fest. We want to know, and how long you were there, because we heard it ran long. So our after party turned into a middle party, which is totally fine because a ton of you came to hang out. But
that was a fun day. I got drunk.
It was a lot of fun. There was fun had.
It was a neat thing that they put together too for the Virtual Beer Fest. Got to learn a lot about some of the breweries and the brewers and how things are going, and also is just a nice excuse to drink a lot of beer.
True story.
Without worrying about tickets or the small pours.
Absolutely.
I like Suzanne's comment here with you dudes really struggle to open the beers.
That is incorrect. I had no problem opening my beer. It just
doesn't know how to hold it.
That's
This thing is. You were not lying, Adam.
I don't lie.
So are you gonna,
and now the cork itself. Yeah, that was.
hold on.
What did you do?
Oh.
Why did you do
So
that?
now it's going to make the wine opener work a lot easier, though.
So you can't even remove the cork on your beer, man?
That's what I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get a wine opener.
Oh, can't you just like use your phone to order one?
Really, it's early in the show for jokes of that quality.
What do you mean? I'm just saying. I'm sure
Hey,
you could.
that will be fun one glass from now.
I'm just saying. I'm sure you could send your beautiful cat a message, and Ren will come prancing in with a wine opener in her mouth.
No, man.
Yeah, this is the new format of the show. We just open up and just start murdering each other the entire time. Like that's all we do.
Week 5 of quarantine. I probably berated my friends on the web.
Guys, hold on, Brett. Are you walking away?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get an opener for this.
Before you do, 2 things we have to address here. Hi, Jenna, and also Suzanne. We like having you as a fan, but aged beer tastes like bug spray. And why is Adam hanging out on the porch and everyone else is inside?
Because I have this awesome background.
Yeah, aged beer
It's
tastes like
also
bug spray.
Also, Adam Lifford is in Tucson, where it is generally 5 to 10 degrees cooler than it is in Phoenix. It's a little bit toasty this afternoon.
Also, Stephen Jordan, Princess Stephanie, who's asking that question, has only worn pants maybe twice in his life, so he understands Tucson lifestyle very well.
We don't wear heroes wear capes or pants.
So to Suzanne's comment, aged beer really can taste like bug spray. Very few deserve to be aged, and more are aged than should be. So I'm with you 90% of the way, Suzanne, but some styles and the higher the ABV or the more crazy the fermentation, generally they do some cool stuff if you age them. At least they have a chance to.
See Adam's barley wine that's about to go make his garbage disposal drunk.
That's a prime example of, oh God, this is terrible, throw it away fast.
The piano.
I may have aged it incorrectly. You know, if there's a way to age beer, I may have done it wrong. So,
store it hot, let it rot.
Huh?
Store it hot, let it rot.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the beer's fault, but it's also possible. I know there was some times like where Goose on the Bourbon County, they had some infected beers, but I'm not going to put that on this one because I would venture to say it's my fault. Sorry, Goose Island.
Sorry,
I hope you can manage.
No problem with Goose Island.
Okay, so Bridget had a guess for the Stasis Project level 1 versus level 2.
Oh yeah, we really got to work on being able to put trivia questions up here for everybody. Let's figure that out this week.
Yeah. So Bridget, that is not the answer. That is not the answer. That is not why they label some as level 2 versus level 1.
I'm curious. I know this, I feel like, and I don't.
So, do you guys want to
Don't
know?
do it yet. Not yet. But someone type it in the comments so that everyone knows. So the question is, what's the difference between Stasis Project Level 1 and Level 2 for Bottle Logic, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Right out of here. I'm going to type it in. I'm going to wait a little bit so we can get people to get the answer. They can see the comment. In the meantime,
Time to Google it. Yeah.
oh yeah,
I always thought it was maybe just how many times they've made the beer, but also it's not fundamental observation. Stasis Project like 6. So that's a stupid thought I have.
FO continues to be Stasis Project Level 1.
When is it? Is it like collaborations maybe?
Way to ruin it for everyone, Adam.
Oh, I didn't know. You could have said, I'll let you know down the road. Like I said maybe.
Yeah, but that's basically it. According to Bottle Logic, and they of course have the right to break this mold if they want to, but they reserve the level 2s historically for collaborations. So the new Cryo that they released is a collaboration with Aslan. And they have a collaboration coming out with Horus, which I
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing.
Man, maybe the best ever. Let's hope.
So guys, we are hopefully having Chef Silvana on. I spoke to her earlier today, but obviously she is working on some crazy stuff. You guys all know I've shared all that with you, and I'm sure you've caught up. I'm gonna like briefly share just her Facebook page and her posts with everybody to see what that looks like. It's insane. Chef has, for those of you who don't know, Chef has essentially closed down. She has actually closed down Barrio Cafe Gran Reserva. However, has kept Barrio Cafe open, and that was a very hard thing for her to do. She was on MSNBC earlier today, and we have been talking about all the stuff that she's been doing. She's been feeding the community. She's making meals for healthcare workers. She went and dropped off some meals at a local homeless shelter. She has had an open, basically, kitchen outside of Barrio Cafe where people can grab things if they are out of work and in need. And she got a ton of donations. You can see all the volunteers that she's got. Keep it in there. This was this morning when MSNBC and one of our friends, I don't know, Adam, if you know him, but Vaughn Hilliard and I went to school together. So he was there doing that. There is an awesome photo that I'll have to find that actually shows the outpour of the community. She had maybe $1,000 in donations a little over a week ago. She actually told everyone to stop donating money because she has more than she needs to get through the next several weeks at the moment.
Didn't it get up to like 12 grand, Yusuf?
$12,000.
Wow.
It was incredible. And Chef is a passionate chef. She loves what she does. And like I said, she'll hop on, I'm sure, at some point, hopefully, fingers crossed, or she's in the middle of cooking because she was cooking at night, late at night, when I got a hold of her the first time to talk about coming on the show. So, yeah, she was out there actually getting food for you guys. So there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. Also, love that mural. If you guys have never seen it, it is an amazing mural in Phoenix. And that's right outside of the restaurant. But yeah, $12,000 to cut off donations. That's incredible.
Like too many donations, too much support.
She literally said, "Stop sending money." She said, "Stop sending money. I'm frugal with the money you've given me, and I can make this work." And I think that's incredible. Even when I asked her last night, I said, "Is there a link or anything you want us to forward to them for making donations?" She goes, "I don't need any. We're good." So,
wow.
That has not changed.
Good job, people.
Yeah, I think somebody said force of nature, Hillary, and you are correct. That is the appropriate description for her.
Where did I missed that? Where is that?
Hillary J-Dub.
Oh, yes. Got it.
Hillary J-Dub. I like that.
She is a force of nature. She is incredible. She's absolutely incredible. I mean, seeing what she's been doing this last couple of weeks has just been something that I've been astounded by and amazed, and I have so much respect for her as a chef in general, but now it's just incredible to see her do this. And speaking about giving back to the community, obviously we did Beat the Boredom last week, and a lot of you watched if you were here for Beat the Boredom. There's another one this Thursday with Chef Sam from the Brickyard. So in a little bit, Bobby Kramer, old Pretty Eyes Bobby, as we like to call him, is going to join us. to talk about that. Chef Sam is actually in the middle of doing some prep work to test his timing out for the show, and Bobby has already prepped the cocktail, and he's testing out both an alcoholic and non-alcoholic version to pair with the food. So
sounds rough though. They got to test out the food and the cocktails and all those things, and
so much work, right?
yeah.
There are bright points of light across every night sky, Adam.
And I'm gonna post later today. We will post later today what the ingredients are gonna be. Substitute proteins for Beat the Boredom on Thursday. That'll be at 5 o'clock, just like it was last week. And it's gonna be pretty freaking awesome because it's a whole meal this time. Last time we made pie, and also I am so out of pie. I have no more pie.
You got pie.
Oh, Caitlin brought me pie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Props
So, on my pie. By the way, great success.
Great success. And so,
Hey,
please.
I don't know if it's the extra effort or the beer quality itself, but boy, it tastes nice.
It's a good beer.
So if you're watching, please look out for the info for Boredom. We are co-hosting that, and with the USBG, the U.S. Bartenders Guild Phoenix chapter, and that'll be with Chef Sam at the Brickyard, and Bobby Bricks Kramer will be making a paired cocktail. We'll get to see both of those things. We'll list the ingredients for both of those things. So this time you'll also be able to go buy the things you need to make the cocktail. So we may get to see Adam Green play bartender on the show too.
Hey,
Oh, you guys would enjoy that.
That will be
I may
nice.
not, but you guys will.
So real quick, just want to throw out a puppy update because I know everybody loves my biscuit. He had a very important rite of passage surgical procedure yesterday, and so he is now
It feels slightly lighter.
the cone of shame. Oh, I'm trying to get him down, but he's giving me the love.
He's wearing it so
But he's a
well.
sweet, sweet boy.
That makes us all happy to see. And brisket still hasn't been eaten, so it means you're not resorting to eating your dog yet.
True. Many
They cut some skin up. So
yeah, exactly.
well, congratulations, brisket. You've been bar mitzvahed. And
Not,
you're
not the
Reverse
same
bar
thing.
mitzvah.
One of them you like become a man. The other you.
I think you put the bar mitzvah together for a dog, man. Just let it be, okay?
No, dogs have bark mitzvahs. That's a thing that other people have done.
Bark
But
mitzvah.
It's not this.
Wait. Bark mitzvahs are a thing?
From some people, yes.
Why not?
Exactly.
this is more-
I'm not one of those people, but
Yusuf, this is more like a moil gone awry acting on a dog.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying it's not something I would have thought. I can't think of an equivalent for us. Would you have I don't know.
the human version is called a bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah.
Shut up, man. I meant us. Like it's, when you guys say you people, I meant me people. Okay. So,
Me people.
What do you mean, me people?
What do you mean, me people?
That's my word.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, Bridget, you are absolutely right.
Nice.
It is a pup date, and I missed that opportunity forever.
I put pup date on the screen.
I said pup date when he said update.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Okay, it's just me. I'm wrong. All right.
It literally said, wait for it. Update.
That's clever with the lowercase.
Hey, Tony, in the comments, tell us more about smoked bourbon. I need to hear about that.
Where's Tony
Thanks.
Jackson talking about smoked bourbon? Let's look at that. Ooh, smoked bourbon going in right now. Smoked bourbon what? Into your mouth? Or are you
To the belly?
smoking bourbon braised beefy chickeny something? I don't know. Could be anything.
Adam up his hand. Oh my God.
Hey, Yusuf, there's a pretty good question from Chris Burns Macbeth that I think is worth maybe raising. Some people were answering in the comments, asking about with celiac disease and most commercially available gluten-free beers are shit. Not mine, but also my sentiment for the most part. But I do have a pretty good answer for if there's some that are gluten-free. I don't know if they're gluten-free, but I'm pretty sure Odd 13 is at least highly gluten reduced. And their beers are generally quite solid. If you have not had them, they make very good IPAs.
Probably better than the one I had.
There was a really good saison somewhere in the New England area called Celia, and that one was amazing. I just can't remember who made it. If I remember, I'll put it in comments or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't mind, Brett, punch those in the comments for Chris to see as well, because I think there's some good stuff on 13. I had this, it was called like Fat Teddy or Fat Tommy. I told you guys about it in the last show, but as far as gluten-free beers go, that one was upsetting, to say the very least.
Yeah, I actually pulled it up on Author13's website. They have, at least, they're crafted to remove gluten. They don't guarantee that it's gluten-free, but it is gluten-reduced, and they do tests on it with a third party where they have lower than 10 parts per million in 80% of their beers. So I don't know specific beers, but they're generally quite good quality of everything I've had.
To answer Chris's question, Chris saw that, but Jenna Jones said Ghostfish has some incredible gluten-free beers. I'm not familiar with
Ghostfish, no.
I haven't heard of it. So, Jenna, we're going to look it up. We'll find out if we can't get a hold of some Ghostfish, and maybe we'll do a gluten-free beer day, which might be fun.
Sure.
It'll be a blast. Hey, you guys are going to get to spend the next 4 weeks of episodes watching me either not drink anything at all or having a cup of coffee. But I am going to make teas. I am going to teach everyone how to make Turkish coffee on the show.
Ooh, nice.
So we will do that.
First, I thought you were saying I am going to make teas, and you were doing a pun of you were going to be making hot tea, and I was like, hey, that's kind of clever.
Another thing that is fun and we're working on, Adam, you're back. Hey. Is I actually have someone hopefully lined up to make us traditional Moroccan tea, where the long pour and the foam and fresh mint leaves and the whole thing. So kind of like getting a, like we've gotten our cocktail demos. I think we're going to get a really cool tea and a really cool coffee demo. And I might even maybe I'll let my mother do the coffee demo. Who knows?
Yeah, and as it relates to when Yusuf is going to be not drinking, we've already teased in the private chat during Saturday's episode that we might do an episode called "Let's All Tease Yusuf," subtitle "Crack the Whales," where we just open all the best beers possible and drink them in front of Yusuf and watch his angry, fasting bitterness come through the screen.
But Brett, no, that doesn't work though, because while we're drinking our own whales on our own, we're also like tormenting each other, not just Yusuf. No, if we could find a socially distance in the same place and crack our whales and share our whales, then this could work.
Well, what if we all just drink the whales that we have together? Like we drink all the Palancio Monsters Park independently without Yusuf.
That could work. I have one of those.
I do too.
And then he's missing out on 3 opportunities that he could have had. You good? Ramadan.
He's Ramadan.
No, I mean, it's obviously a conscious decision I make. I'm breaking the rules as it is, so it's a conscious decision I make to take the time off to do this. But drink your whales, I guess. I'll watch. I won't be mad at you. I'll just keep it in mind. And don't forget that bottle of henna is in that fridge. And
that's our bottle of henna. That ain't yours.
You guys open up some whales without me. I might just open it and chug it like in 30 seconds.
Whales.
All bets are off in a post-COVID society, man. There's no ownership anymore.
Didn't we get the henna by way of me and Adam's shared bottle used for the trade?
Our henna.
Guys, I'm going to step away. Bobby Kramer might be joining us in a minute, and I'm going to check on Chef just to see if she's coming.
So, guys, which whales are we going to open in front of Yusuf?
Ramadan 2020, Whale Tales with Yusuf Hawash.
I think this is more fun to joke about than to actually do in practice. I would feel so bad cracking beers in front of him that he would enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we did that on Sunday. We all crushed each other. Oh man! So Yusuf was talking about Moroccan tea. Was that Adam? Do you remember when we went in Anaheim and we ate at the hookah bar? Well, you remember some.
No, I remember having fries. I remember having some other things, and I remember losing it all later in the hotel.
True. Well, I wasn't trying to get you to that part of the story, but we had.
I'm not hiding. I'm me.
we had some delightful tea, and I'm wondering if that was the Moroccan tea that he was talking about, because I
think that's what messed me up, because I was feeling fine up until then. It has to be that, right? There's no other possibility. Nothing else it could have been. It was the tea.
Andy Serkis. You saying Brett looks like Andy Serkis? I mean, that's fine. That dude's loaded and talented and can do any voice in the world. Give us your best Andy Serkis impression of Andy Serkis doing an impression of somebody.
I'm Andy Serkis. You may know me from such motion capture acting as you don't know what I sound like because of that.
He voiced Gollum too. Thank you very much.
Yes, but he doesn't go on to do interviews and say, I am Andy Serkis.
No,
there it is.
Just do like a "My Precious" with your beer. That should be.
That's a little on the nose.
I look like Andy Serkis.
No, you have to do it.
I look like the dude from Eastbound and Down. Come on, I'm Kenny Powers all day.
No,
Andy
but now you do your best Andy Serkis as Andy Serkis playing King Kong. If you're not going to try, Adam, don't even make the attempt.
That was accurate, I think. Actually, I kind of see the Andy Serkis thing. You also,
but he's fit. Like I'm fluffy.
The guy that was, and it might be Andy Serkis, so I might embarrass myself here, which, on brand. But, and the guy who was in some of the Marvel movies, who was like Claw, and I think he was in Age of Ultron and then Black Panther. Claw, like lost an arm and then.
I definitely look like beat up, injured and shot Andy Serkis. Yes.
Is that Andy Serkis?
That's Andy Serkis. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Wait a minute. What I missed what happened? Beat up Andy Serkis?
I did an impersonation of you doing a Boston accent, and it sounded like Gollum.
Great. Well, you nailed it. I'm sure. I'm sure it was fantastic. I'm glad I had you guys muted just long enough. So this is good. Our dear friend
Cynthia, I'll take Nick Offerman all day long. That guy's amazing. He's my hero.
He has a fun podcast with his wife.
Hey, Adam, I like that you've committed to calling her Cynthia, that it comes out naturally now. Like you're just like, Cynthia, it's all good.
I own my mistake. I cherish it.
Oh man! Oh boy!
There's
a paragraph here.
What was that comment? That looked like Dear Diary. The first time I met you.
He's talking about coffee, and he said the first time I came to a party at his house, at the end of the night, I wanted a Turkish coffee, and I took a $60 bottle of cold brew concentrate from his fridge. It wasn't $60, man. I mean, maybe Costco price because you got the 6-gallon one, but I definitely poured it into a mixer with some sweet cream and shot it back with 5 espresso shots. Yes, that happened. Wait a minute, $60 bag of peaberry trellis grown Kona Joe coffee. Do you want to? Are you sending an invoice, Chris? I'm sorry I came over and drank your coffee. I guess I don't know.
and Yusuf was like, guys, you know what? This coffee's kind of weak, bro.
He says he didn't sleep for 3 days, but whatever. Out of $80 worth of materials, thank you. Guys, I intend to do the same, except for it'll cost you way less money than that, and it'll still do the same thing and keep you awake for just as long.
Hey, that's just meth with extra steps, man. Like, cut out the middleman.
Well, he was being nice, and it didn't include the fact that there was also some Colombian coffee in there, but it wasn't coffee.
Yeah, when you go to that much level of super high-end coffee, it's like meth, but you're just overpaying.
Right.
Monkeys pick this.
You have to go full Tampa, and you wear your A-frame wife beater shirt, and you trade for ridiculous AC bottles, and you just do meth. That's all they do down there.
There you go.
Shout out to Tampa.
By the way, Adam Green, I'm not sure if you're monitoring the comments, but somebody has a request for you.
I saw that.
Where is it?
Now, I will send you my Venmo. You send me the $200.
No. Adam, this show isn't free, and you give the people what they want. So for $200 directly,
free.
Yeah.
You want my Venmo? I'll show it up here. I'll show you the screenshot for
distance.
Distant.
No, Adam, that's not how it works. If he's gonna send us $200, it goes towards the fund for the show.
Adam, Yusuf will let you back on when you don't have a shirt on.
Oh, I did it. Did you not see it?
No.
That's
No.
what
Make sure it didn't happen, bro.
Oh, damn.
So guys, you have to understand. You got to get paid first.
Ah, what a shame.
Bridget, I kid. Actually, I love Tampa. I really do. Ybor City has some of the best Cuban food I have ever had in my life. Woo!
Also, now they have drunk.
Yes.
Adam Green, Brett, give us a second. I want to finish a quick conversation with Adam Ledford about Ybor City because holy cow, Ybor City's a blast. Bobby Bricks, I see you in the background, my friend. We're going to talk Beat the Boredom Volume 2. Yeah, I went. So our friend Earl Watford was playing for the Buccaneers, and I went out there a couple of times last year and finally went to see Ybor City in person. First of all, there are wild chickens that will like just jump on top of your car and they like live in the trees. So you could be walking in or out of a restaurant or bar and there will be do they call them a flock? Is it a flock of chickens? Is that correct?
What is the appropriate zoological group term for chickens, audience?
It's not gaggle.
It's not gag.
No, but it was. Anyways, regardless,
let's go with plethora. There were
it was
plethora of
pretty
chickens.
interesting. Bobby Bricks, can you hear me, buddy? Hey, Bobby.
Sorry, bud. I'm gonna need this.
He's busy. We'll come back to you. Get out of here. Adam Green, Brett Berry.
Oh, now you are.
Plural for chickens, like a flock?
Brood of chickens.
A brood.
I can see you Googling away.
I know him as a 12.
I'm putting it into the Slack, the comments. But yes, I Googled it on my computer.
Oh, but this is good because PJ said flock was correct. So
No, that's seagulls, my friend.
I have a flock of something else, right?
It does say, Google does also say you can also refer to a group of chickens as a flock.
Oh, Brett,
It's
can you
a
give me
12.
1 second? I'll be right back. Hey, Adam,
Bye.
this is my favorite part when both of you perk up. If I had to pick which Adam this was directed towards, it ain't that one.
It's me.
Yeah.
Whitney. I miss you too, girl. Miss you too.
Whoa, hey, here's a little tease for Beat the Boredom, by the way. Brittany, thank you for that. It was worth every second of fun that I just had.
That face.
Oh, man. I'll take things Adam Green doesn't hear very often for 500, Trebek.
Hey, now.
I mean,
The first half hour of the show, we murder each other. And the second half hour, we kiss and make up.
no, the first half hour we murder each other. The second half hour we go for the kill.
Hang on a sec, guys. I see Bobby shaking things. So give me a second. I'll come back to all of you and bring in my dear friend, Bobby Kramer. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. So I want to talk Beat the Boredom real quick. I'm sure you can see your screen. Are you making a cocktail for us right now or for someone else?
Not yet. I have a different cocktail plan for you guys. I just have a couple customers that I'm trying to knock out really quick.
No worries. So we'll pop you in and out and continue the conversation here. But
Cool, man. Yeah, I'll be back in. Just give me like a couple minutes, and we'll talk all about this. I'll get Chef involved, and we'll give you guys all the rundown of it.
perfect, man. Thank you. We'll see you in a minute. So yeah, I'm super excited for this, by the way, because Chef is working out like courses. He's got side dishes.
You get rid of us and then you just bring us up because Bobby he's not ready. Like, come on, man. That's not how this works.
Yeah, everyone else is a second-class citizen here. That's how it works. that's sorry, boys.
I mean, he does have those dreamy eyes.
I was going to say, get those eyes and then we can talk.
So PJ's talking about Cuban coffee and Ybor. Cuban coffee might be a fun one to do on the show too. So if anyone here is Cuban or knows a Cuban that could make us some serious Cafe Cubano, or some Cafe Bonbon, which is my favorite thing in Spain because it has a ton of cream in it, but it's delicious.
I haven't been yet, but what's that?
Y'all are talking about coffee. I don't drink coffee.
You barely drink coffee stouts.
It's fine. We don't need him. We don't really need him anyways. It's not a big deal.
Decaffeinated.
I just am thinking, decaffeinated is better than distance. Oh, I'm sorry. I think this is the longest we've done.
I like that.
All four of us. Also, guys, for anyone watching, if you were still here waiting for Chef, I don't know if she's coming. She may have gotten tied up. So If this drops to 0, that means we're not entertaining. If it goes up, then we're still good because you do get Bobby Bricks here in a couple of minutes, and we are going to talk about Beat the Boredom, which is going to be great.
Also, if you've ever actually known any professional chef ever, then you know that this is exactly what happens 9 out of 10 times that they try to do something and then work gets in the way. They live for their restaurants, and that's the only thing that matters, and everything else is a luxury.
I have zero complaint about that at all. If she got tied up because she wanted to get something done, she is busy feeding people who need to be fed, and that makes me happy. She'll come on again another time. I guarantee it. She's not the type that would stiff us completely. So I want to have her on. It'll be a great conversation. In the meantime, waiting for Bobby Bricks, and people didn't leave. So there's that.
There's a lot of people like calling me out for not drinking coffee, and nope.
Well, here's a good question for the audience then.
Proper response, Adam.
Yeah, good.
My body's a temple, all right?
I mean, usually people develop the need to drink coffee when they work long hours, and Adam just didn't have that for a long time.
No, I've never had a real job.
All right, let's not burn up Adam's career.
Oh, Adam.
No, I was a sports reporter. That's not a real job.
You were a sports reporter for 9 years.
It's true.
Yeah.
Brett Harmon, a ruined temple.
A ruined temple.
As most are. Like the best ones are ruined by now.
A ruined temple.
Hit me.
That was weirder when you pointed straight down and said, ruined temple.
TJ says, "What kind of man are you?" Bobby, just shake your wave.
Drink coffee.
Yeah, tell Bobby to give us a double fist pump when he's ready.
He will, I guarantee it. But everyone, look out for it. So obviously, we're going to try to get into a regular schedule now that things have become somewhat regularly scheduled. Thursday's Beat the Boredom is going to be the second of that. I see Bobby setting up. And then we will go back to the Sunday Day Drink, or as I like to call it at that point, the Sunday Yusuf Watches You Drink.
I like that show.
It's great. It's gonna be like
Well, Yusuf yells at his friends who drink good beer.
Yeah, we're gonna do it in ASMR just for you, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It might at this point it might be the best produced show because I'll be the one not drinking.
Or Adam Green is gonna get a really, really high-end coffee, smell it, take a tiny sip, go, ugh, pour it down a drain, and then pour a Four Loko and a Corona and drink it in front of you.
That's a Coloco.
We had a crossover for me.
Just had to make sure that happened. The timing on that. Bobby, your hair looks nice. You want to join us for a drink? Yeah.
Well,
all right, guys, give me a second. I am bringing in Bobby. How you doing,
Hey.
buddy? Let's talk.
Oh, you know, living the dream.
What's that?
I'm living the dream. Can't
Living
complain.
the dream. I mean, you're staying busy. You're making cocktails for other people. That's awesome. I want to talk Beat the Boredom. So I've got this right here, and
Sexy chef.
it's gonna be exciting. We talked earlier about how we're obviously the ingredients include a pork loin, but chef's gonna have everything tomorrow for us to show everyone about other proteins that you can use, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So it doesn't have to be pork loin. There's just pork seems to be really cost effective. It's really easy to use, and it's something that chefs really known for manipulating, pork over here at the Brickyard. So between the pork belly, the mommy tacos, we've had this menu. Actually, this was one of our menu items, and it was one of chef's favorite items that he's done, and it's really cost effective, easy to do at home. So that's where chef wanted to go. So cool activity, learn a new skill, really technique driven, and chef's gonna show you 3 different techniques for essentially making a pesto or a sauce at home, depending on what you have.
So we're gonna get 3 different techniques, options on protein, which is awesome and new, and then you are working on both an alcoholic and non-alcoholic paired cocktail. Right?
Correct. Yeah. So essentially, the non-alcoholic is gonna be the mixer, just minus the whiskey and the actual sherry that's going with it. But the cocktail is going to be using Bullet Rye. They've been nice enough to the first 15 people that signed up for their bags, the service industry people that we're giving them to that unfortunately don't have jobs right now. The first 15 to actually pick them up, they're getting the 15 cocktails, or each person's getting a cocktail with them.
Nice.
So,
and it's good to remind everybody that Beat the Boredom is both a charity event and a way for you guys to engage with us from a social distance, because 50 bags are going out to members of the U.S. Bartenders Guild who are out of work right now. And
absolutely.
That's awesome. Last week we had a ton of awesome stuff happen. People were sending us their pies throughout the entire show, sending us pictures of their pies afterwards and tagging them. And so I can't wait to see people's food. I saw a few people actually tried to make the meal without instructions earlier this week already.
I thought that was fun. Yeah, I saw a couple of those, and it's really been fun. Like, if you haven't looked at the segment, honestly, like you said, you still have a link up to go back and make a pie. Like, unbelievable. Baking a pie with Chef Tammy was one of the coolest things that I feel like I've done. Now getting to cook, like a good, solid dinner technique driven with Chef Sam. I mean, it's kind of a dream come true, honestly. It's really cool.
I'm digging it, man. So what are you going to make for us right now? And then we'll tease the name of the cocktail for Thursday.
All right, cocktail first, and then we'll talk about the cocktail later.
Yeah. So what are you making now?
All right. So I'm making one of my personal favorites. It's going to be an aviation. Really simple cocktail. This is one that's really cool that you don't have to do a lot of prep for because, frankly, everything's going to be liqueur. So all you really have to do prep-wise is going to be the fresh lemon juice. And if you saw me as I first came in, I didn't want to bust out a juicer. I just want to make it fresh, some way to do it at home. So I took a fork, I cut my lemons in half, and I just kind of squeezed and twisted in there. So I have a solid, good amount of lemon juice. So what we're going to do is start with, I like to do 1 full ounce of lemon juice. So we're going to tilt this down so you can kind of see what I'm working with. This is lemon juice, all right? Don't get confused. All right, so we're going to do a solid ounce of lemon juice. All right, then we're going to take our maraschino liqueur that might be hanging around. Luxardo works great. Bulls has a great one. It might be something that someone gave to you as a gift, and you just never really used it. So for that one, we're going to go 3/4 of an ounce. That's 0.25. Then we're going to take one of our favorite gins. I'm going to support local today, so Commerce, absolutely outstanding. And we're going to do 1.5 ounces, pretty much a standard pour for there. So again, to recap, we have 1 ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of maraschino, then 1 ounce of our gin. We're going to shake nice and sexy for everyone. All right.
There's the shake. And that's really the exciting part. And don't forget, look into Bobby's eyes.
That's right. Strain it. Look directly in the camera for Adam.
It's really both Adams and Brett. It's the whole show, buddy.
All right. And then what we're going to do, you can single strain it if you have a fine mat strainer. I always recommend that. I'm just not a big fan of ice chips or anything really to get in the way of me drinking my cocktail. I want it to be an intimate experience between my cocktail and me, if that makes sense. Then we're going to take our creme de violette. This is the tricky thing to find. Honestly, Total Wine everywhere really carries it. It's just a matter of finding it. All you really need is a splash. So I do 1/4 ounce. I do a little unconventional way where I like to kind of get the feeling that, it's an aviation. So you're kind of flying over. So there's like the ocean and then like the sun rising and everything. So it's a nerdy thing that I like to do. And then you take a maraschino cherry or a Luxardo, preferably, just drop that in. You get a good look. Has plenty of layers. So
love it. Cheers, man. Let's bring in our boys here. And
I feel like a student in an Indiana Jones classroom.
He was my favorite teacher, actually.
one of these days, Bobby and I will go back and post all the recipes to all these episodes we've done. I'm going to cut them all up, Bobby. We're going to make a whole series called, Booze with Bricks, I think.
I'm cool with that. Oh, hell yeah.
We'll post them on Instagram and we'll do something like that. But anybody have any questions for Bobby before we tease just real quickly what the name of the cocktail is for Thursday and remind everyone to watch?
I really am awkward at asking people for their phone numbers, so I don't know if I should do that now or.
God damn it!
Distant.
Hey Bobby, what would be your what are your 5 essential starter bottles for your home bar?
Ooh,
Good one.
oh yeah, Bobby, did you hear him?
Oh man, 5 essential bottles. I would definitely have some type of American whiskey. So bourbon's probably the most prevalent, but I'm more of a rye guy. So I'd have some type of whiskey there. Definitely a sweet vermouth. Man, it's really, I love gin, and there's so many classic cocktails that you can make with gin. I feel like maraschino is just a no-brainer. You can make really cool cocktails now, whiskey versions with maraschino. You could do like a Red Hook or a Brooklyn if you have sweet vermouth, whiskey, maraschino, as well as you can also do a Martinez, which is the predecessor to a martini. So for a liqueur, I'd say maraschino. Definitely a whiskey, a gin. Rum's always a great one because all you really need is sugar and citrus, and you can make, ton of tiki cocktails that way too.
That's 5. And, are those your 5? That's 5.
Is that 5?
That's 5. Whiskey, sweet vermouth, gin, maraschino, and rum. I mean, does that count as 5? I'm thinking. I mean, the maraschino.
But I would say Scotch or Irish whiskey too, just because those are probably my 2 favorites to drink. So,
right.
if you have a Scotch that looks like this bottle, I highly recommend having that at home.
Oh yeah, okay.
Only because I'm focused. Like,
I love it. All right, Bobby, tease the name of the cocktail for Beat the Boredom Volume 2. Walk the Loin.
All right. So the Walk the Loin. So it's gonna be really cool. We're doing a spice or a dry spice. Pork loin, right, with like an arugula pesto, arugula toasted almond pesto, sweet potato Brussels hash is what we're going to be making with Chef. And I wanted to kind of connect the 2 episodes 1 and 2. And so you saw me last week actually starring apple oleo. And so that's kind of one of the things I wanted to play off of, because pork, apples, that dry spice, it's all going to go great together. So this one's going to be called Apple of My Rye. And it's going to be bullet rye. Bullet rye, a little bit of Lestau Amontillado sherry.
Too much.
Nice.
Don't tell them the rest. Just stop. They don't have to do it until Thursday.
Tease it, damn it.
You don't have to do it until Thursday, Brick.
Stop talking and bat your eyes.
It's teaseception going on right now.
Do not tell them what it is until Thursday. Beat the Boredom Volume 2, Thursday. Gonna be awesome. Get to see Chef Sam make food live. You can follow along, make food with us, and make it in real time. You can also make a cocktail with Bobby in real time on Thursday. And this will be the first time everyone gets the ingredients ahead of time and gets to make a cocktail with you.
So I'm going to be posting the ingredients for the cocktail later this evening. But with the non-alcoholic, I'm going to have that available at Brickyard. So for those of you that aren't industry, that didn't lose your jobs, we are actually, this is a treat. We've been working all day on this. So I'm going to show you guys. Right now we've been packaging up everything. So this is going to be stuff for the arugula pesto. And then we have all our bags ready to go. So working on it. So yeah, we got, some sweet potato, a couple lemons, everything that you're going to need, a good amount of oil. And I'm actually going to have available a couple bags to purchase, just kind of help Chef out and our business out, keep everybody, going. Now that we sold all 50 bags have been sold for the USBG, which is outstanding.
Awesome.
I'm super stoked about that. But anybody that felt guilty about, accepting a free bag from the USBG because someone else might need it, we will have those available. So if you don't want to run to the store, we'll have those available tomorrow. As well as I'm going to be selling the non-alcoholic portion of the cocktail. So all you have to do is add the booze, add this, and then just shake it, and it'll be super simple. Or the full cocktail experience, which will also be broken up. I'll just give you, the portion for the booze as well.
So Bobby, I'm gonna post all of this tomorrow. I know you and I are gonna connect tomorrow and make sure that everyone on our page has the information. Everyone on the USBG page has the information. Brett, Adam Green, you guys definitely have to try and be able to join us to make this thing live.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, I need to see the ingredients. I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I might try to cook and burn the kitchen down.
It's been so much fun, honestly.
I would want insurance first.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, there's a question in the chat. PJ wants to know, what are your recommendations for infusing your own liquor?
Ooh, interesting.
It all depends, honestly. So when you look at infusions, it depends if you're trying to do something fresh. So sous vide is always a great option. It's going to be a French style of cooking. It's an immersion circulator, so you cook it at a constant temperature. That tends to be one of my favorite ways to doing it. There's a chef way of doing really high heat, so you make into a liquor that would be a little bit harder. I'd say sous vide is probably my best way to go, but you can do the overnight method. If you're using fresh fruit, so you want to do something like strawberries or a berry infusion, I would go with cold infusion and kind of do it, in the fridge for 24 hours and then taste it and see if that's where you want it. Obviously, the more surface area you have, that's going to touch more of the spirit, and it's going to get a little bit of a better infusion too. But something that's dry spice, I use coffee. I do a coffee amaro for Brickyard, and it's one of my absolute favorites. Literally, I just lightly crush up some coffee beans, and I'll just leave that overnight. You don't have to put it in the fridge because obviously it's coffee. So, it depends. Completely depends what you're infusing.
Bobby, I just want you to know I really miss coming into the Brickyard, and
Yes.
I also miss you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this live on here, but I miss a cold choke in the shower, buddy.
Please tell me that's a drink.
Know, right? I think we all do.
It is a drink. It is artichoke. It is artichoke liqueur known as Chinar with cold brew, and we were all sitting there and drinking it. And I think Bobby, was it you, me, and Earl? And you were like, "Yeah, the cold choke in the shower." So there you go. It is made it.
I like artichoke with butter. I've never thought of it as a liqueur.
So
you should try it with coffee.
Probably not.
That was always a nice little pick me up.
We call it choke down this coffee, Adam Green.
Bobby Bricks, we will see you on Thursday. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you,
guys. Thanks for having me.
I'm not drinking it. It's bad.
Oh. Well, unfortunately,
120. I only have left in the glass is barley wine that I'm not going to drink.
You probably shouldn't drink it. Unfortunately,
real quick, PJ. One other thing. I'm not going to pretend to be 1/10 of the bartender that Bobby is, but in his book, The Joy of Mixology by Gary Regan, he has a whole chapter devoted to infusions, and the biggest thing that he kind of advocates for is using the highest proof alcohol that you can, just because the more alcohol that's there as far as total concentration, it'll pull the most flavor out of whatever you're infusing. Surface area definitely is a component of it. Yeah, highlight Brett while I'm talking to you, so that's awesome.
It's a touch of a button, man.
But really the idea there is that if you keep it above 100 proof, your infusions won't be cloudy, but then you have to make extra special care that you're diluting it back after the fact with distilled water or whatever other flavoring agent that you're going to use. And just be super, super careful if you use the high proof stuff, because I accidentally got a whole party sick one time because I made like stupidly, insanely high ABV or high proof infusions, and you mix them with simple syrup and it tastes like candy, and then everybody gets like completely wasted in one martini.
I can't tell if Bobby Bricks is like wiping the sweat off his forehead because he's worried about the things you just said being inaccurate, or if he just like wanted to come in and just chime in. What are you doing over there, Bobby? You want in on this conversation?
He's in the chat.
He's like, don't do anything that man just said.
I was just doing stuff in chat.
All right, fair enough. See you later, bud.
He's like, I'm just hot, man. Come on.
Brixton's. Oh man,
we're holding on to Brixton's, by the way.
It's a good one. I think we'll use it at some point.
But how long were you holding on to that? Like, when did you think of that?
I just came up with that. I am clever, you douche. Well, this has been fun, guys. I very much enjoyed the show and enjoyed having everyone who was on today. Unfortunately, Chef is probably tied up and hopefully will come and visit us another time. So for those of you who hung in there for the full hour, thank you for being here.
Hey, Yusuf,
yes.
had some pretty solid episode names thrown out for episode titles during Ramadan in the chat.
Oh, don't insult some of your audience that might be offended. That's a bad idea.
You're the audience.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be offended. I'm just saying maybe don't piss off a few other people in the meantime.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say all of those were bad.
They're all really.
Don't kill my vibe. I thought was great.
I mean, there's better ones, like fastly drink your beer could be good. Which is just.
I feel like there's a Fast and Furious pun to be made there.
Could be. We'll think of something fun for an episode name for Sunday, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just call it the Sunday Day Drink like we normally do.
How about From Dusk Till Ramadan?
Ooh, damn, that's pretty good. Adam says that was good.
But it's false advertising where our showtime will be.
PJ started making a cocktail, Adam. So there you go.
No, he's just started making infusions.
Oh, perfect. Nice. There you go. If there's anything we missed in the comments, I feel like it's too late now. But so thank you guys for being here. And thank you, Adam Green, for being here. We hope you get to come back next time as well. I'm kidding.
Terrible.
Been here the whole time.
I know. Guys.
Hey, you could have made us $200, Adam.
I tried to.
Next time, splash up that Cash App, man. You got to be ready.
This could be Club Rona Volume 2, like version 2. This could be it. It's just, it's a different Club Rona. It's
let's don't talk about Club Rona on this amazing show.
We don't need.
Club Rona's got 10,000 viewers. We have 1,000.
How about this? If you know what Club Rona is, don't put it in the comments.
No. Wait, so that's where we draw the line? It's not Ramadan jokes? Rona? That's where we draw the line? This is embarrassing for me because someone else is going to get offended twice now. There's probably some poor cousin of mine in a foreign country going like, wow, Yusuf is doing a thing. He's doing what? Like, I don't know. Oh, my God. It's just.
Your relatives sound Jewish.
Weird. It's as if we all came from the same place, right, Adam? As a matter of fact, wait. It's as if we all came from the same place. On that note of Abrahamic origin, Boredom II Walk the Loin, Thursday, 5 p.m. our time, which is we all live in Arizona. 8 p.m. Eastern. If you guys want to hang out with us, it's going to be great food, great cocktails. You have to talk to Bobby Bricks again and stare into his dreamy eyes as he does this. All right. Well, Adam, that's enough swooning from you. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you. We'll see you guys on Thursday, which is going to be awesome. And this has been another episode of the Social Distance Drinking Club. Should we do our final toast as we always do?
We can do it.
It's a bad beer.
Let's do it. And I will actually, before we close this out, one more time share this lovely image for Beat the Boredom. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for being here.